Hi guys, it's Lady Digger in PA, and I'm out here in the woods today. I'm kind of disappointed because it looks like the ground is still frozen. I thought it wouldn't be. 60 degrees or around that today. It feels more like maybe in the 50s, but they say it's supposed to be in the 60s. Yesterday seemed warmer, my opinion. But as you can see, there's still snow on the ground in patches here in the woods. Oh boy, I don't know. Anyway, I'm just going to have to, I guess, eyeball stuff at this point. I tried scraping a little bit with the digger, and it's pretty frozen. Let's see what this is. This is a glass here. Oh, it's cracked on the bottom. Nice pattern on it and everything. Oh well. We'll see what else. You see, the ground is still pretty frozen here. I'm surprised because at home it's pretty thawed out for the most part. I guess it's in sections where it's still frozen. We haven't had that much warm weather yet. But let's see what we can find, if anything. We'll kind of scan along here and see what we can come up with, if anything, here. There's some cobalt. Broken. I'm going to put my gloves on. I'm not going to just take a chance getting cut here. We dug this section, I think, in here last summer. But you never know. There's some stuff, you know, that you miss. And I know we didn't dig it thoroughly. Okay. This is a dump from the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. I know it's not that old, and some of you would say, you know, hey, why do you bottle dig here? Why waste your time? Well, let me tell you, one of the reasons is because we do find stuff. We find interesting things that you may not find in the older dumps. We find toys. We find porcelain, depression glass, milk bottles. And as some of you know, I am a milk bottle collector from the area. So they're interesting for me. I'm just looking down in here to see if there's any marbles or anything. Marbles, obviously, we do find those. Just a variety of things that are kind of cool and are collectible. I don't know if I ought to just like find a spot, sit down and try to dig, or just keep walking for a bit. I've got my pink bag here. I did pick up a few deposit bottles. Let's see what else there might be in here. I'll lean Mr. Digger against the tree for the moment. Parts of old soda bottles. Junky jars. Oh my gosh, a little bit of everything scattered in here. Let's go over this way a little bit. See if we can see anything. Guess what I have on again today? My yak tracks on my shoes. So if I possibly have to go through the snow, I don't slip and break my neck or something. Okay. The jar. Some of them are pretty neat and ornate and say something, but this one doesn't. If I miss anything, guys, shout out and let me know. There's a light bulb. Tree limbs hitting me in the head here. It goes way, way down. I wish I was in better condition to go down there. There's probably things down there that we haven't even seen. I know we've chucked things down there, but see, it goes all along in here. This whole woods, all in here, all down. All up in here, it's all glass. Everywhere you walk is crunchy. Broken eczema jar. Oh boy. I'm not even sure exactly if there is an older spot or it's just scattered. I believe what they did over the years is they just chucked things in here. And back in the old days, I believe there weren't woods here. It wasn't trees. You know what I'm going to do? I think I am going to sit here, perch myself, and dig out a little section if I can get through the ground. Put my trusty bag to sit on so I don't get too dirty. I do have light gloves. That's just a rock. It's wet. There's some other broken stuff that I can sit on that. Oh, glad I got that out of the way. Okay. Ugh. Look, I'm slipping, sliding down the hill here. Ouch. Those darn prickers. They're a real pain, aren't they? Just an ordinary jar. Some ash in here. You know what? I should have brought my pinpointer. Let me see if I can perch this someplace and you can watch me dig here. Okay, give me a minute here. Okay. Lost you for a minute here. Let's get back into the thing here. Start digging, see if we can find anything. See what I mean? It's pretty frozen. I'm just going to scan through the ash here. There's an old bottle cap. Oh, that's disgusting. An old needle. Probably somebody that was diabetic. That is not safe. I know in an older dump once I got stabbed by a needle. And I don't know what that is. Just a piece of a metal, something or another. There's a medicine bottle, probably cough syrup or something along that line. With a, I think it's Vicks Formula 44. Probably from the 60s. I found some neat things in here before, just like scanning along the edges like this. In the ash. I found cufflinks, old cufflinks from the 1800s. Very neat. What else did I find? I found a baby spoon with baby on it. Sterling. You just don't know what people throw out. People back then and even today are careless that way. That, you know, they don't realize the worth of something. Or sometimes things just get chucked out by mistake. I've had that happen myself. Okay. Ugh. Already muddy and yucky. Some metal. part of an old whiskey or something. My tool of choice for digging in the dump is this guy. These 4-prong, I call them cultivators. You can get them at most garden centers, Home Depot, Lowe's. Problem is with these is I guess they're not made for what I do with them and us that dig do, because right here this has a tendency to weaken in the wood itself and then come off. I don't know what it says in it. It's supposed to be guaranteed for life, but I don't think they mean the life that we do with them, the hard digging we do. Sometimes these prongs will come off. I've had 3 or 4 of those happen where it ends up with just the 2 middle ones. And it's not that easy to dig that way. Junker. Jar. The mason jar. An Atlas mason, I believe it is. I don't know if that's clear. It's like, and oh, I think you know what it is. I think there's something on the top here. But it almost looks like it's aqua. I don't really keep these. They're not very, very old. Now, if somebody wanted to bring them home, clean them up, and use them for canning, that would be a good thing. I'll put it over the side there. Coffee jar. Half frozen ground. Oh my. Let's see. Stick. I might do a little bit of digging with this thing. Let's get the leaves out of the way. Lid off a jar, but not an old lid. Another junky jar, just a plain jar. Food, vegetable oil, or something along that line. Another newer medicine with a broken middle. Aluminum foil. Part off a beer. Let's see. Yeah, I like these 4-prong cultivators because you can get through stuff. Where if you're using and you're sitting there with a little teeny tiny thing, you know, it's going to take you a lot longer to get through. Some people use these little, I don't know what it is. It almost looks like a screwdriver type of an end. I don't find them very helpful for me. If you're worried about breaking bottles, there's a chance you will. And it's more than likely nothing going to be that great that you break. But you don't know on that either. But I'll be honest, worry too much about that. Because as you're digging, you know, you're not going to break that much. You might break a bottle here and there. But I haven't particularly broken many bottles using this thingy. Just wish the ground was thawed out. Make it a little bit easier here. Yeah, I keep pulling up pieces of broken earth, you know, like frozen earth. A lot of leaves. Let's see. There's an orange juice can. Florida orange juice. That's what it's called, Florida. No sugar added. Florida, USA. Huh. I've decided I'm not going to keep the jar, but I'll put it there. Maybe somebody else along the line will want it. Yes, didn't turn out the way I thought it would here today. I thought it'd be all thawed out. I don't know what I was thinking. It's still winter time. It's like the 23rd of February. I don't know what in the world I was thinking, but I guess I anticipated more of a warm-up and a thaw, which obviously didn't happen. So, that's the way it goes sometimes. I'm going to try to get up off my butt here. That I don't want anybody to see, so we'll just try to do that carefully. Ugh. Without leaning into glass or something here. Yeah, it goes way, way up in here. So they said there's glass just about everywhere you step. You hear crunchy crunch. Give me a minute while I get up here. I'll be right with you guys. Trying to put the camera down. Yeah, last year I found some real old fountain pens in beautiful condition here in this dump area. Took them home, cleaned them up, and they're like perfect if you're using that kind of thing today. I just kept them as a collection because I thought they were pretty neat. They've got, I don't know what they say on them, thinking about it at the moment, but okay, let's trek up here a little bit more. Got my bag with all my canned goodies in there. Just a green bottle, not old. Oh, you know what I found here, which was kind of interesting? Somebody must have chucked that stuff out. Our old phones. I found a bunch of them. I'll show you guys. Okay. Look at these old phones. They're probably from like the 60s, 50s and 60s. They're all metal. It's got the interface there. Look. Oh no, it's not all metal. It's bakelite, I think. Kind of interesting. It's broken though in the back. There's quite a few of them. There's some more over here. There's another one here. That's broken also. Different style. But there was the dial in here. And then the receiver went up here, and it had all the innards, which it's missing now, obviously. Salad dressing. Looks like an older bottle. Broken, whatever it was. Okay, there's some more. Oh, there's a few of those. Telephone jobbies. Another one. That one's in better shape. Maybe I'll take it along. I don't know why. Here was I don't know exactly what it was, but it was some kind of a toy. Oh my goodness, there's a few of those. Look at them all. Telephone parts. Let's see if there are any different ones. That one's broken. That's got that. Here's a different one again. In pretty good shape. I got two different ones. That's broken. Another one. Look at them all. Goodness, gosh, I didn't realize there were that many here. Broken, cracked. Different style again. Some of them are absolutely frozen into the ground still. Okay. Wow. There are more. Picked up two different ones here. See guys, look. This one and this one, and they're both different styles. I don't know why I would haul them back, but I'm thinking of maybe I will. Cracked. Broken. Frozen. Frozen. Oh man. They really are frozen into the ground. Ugh. I cannot believe how many of them there are though. Maybe we'll take these two. Just because. Now this one, I have not seen. Now these look smaller though. Oh crap, that's got a busted spot there, right there. Cracked spot. I'm not going to take it then. I'll check on this one again. This one looks whole. Like there's nothing chipped or broken on that. So we will take that one. Okay, put it in the bag. Another broken one. We'll go over this way, see what we can come up with if we see anything else. Here's one of those barrel jars. There's a frozen dried ball, rubber ball. Oops. I see there's some trees that had come down over the winter. We did have a windy section of time where I could see why stuff would come down. It goes down, down, down. Some more jars, but they're not old. I have found good milk bottles just along the top, not even down where I had to dig. I It doesn't mean I'm going to today. Plastic. Okay. Looks like there's some ash here. Probably a section that we worked. Some more stuff down here. My digger just got caught in wire. Oh my. Hold on a minute here. There we go. Yeah, I'm glad I have these yak tracks to get through. Otherwise I'd be sliding all over the place. Worse than I am now. Well, we'll have to come back when the ground's thawed out and we can actually get in here and dig. Here's some more of these telephones as I'm walking up this way. There's one of these porcelainware pots. Broken. I can't believe how many they were, but like I said, probably they were tossed in here. Base to an old bottle, older bottle. That looks like the part to a telephone thingy too. Okay. Here we go. Coleslaw. Phillips coleslaw, or somebody's coleslaw. Let's see. Phillips. Never heard of it. Nothing old. If it's frozen, it's either frozen or it is not old. Screw top. Something like that. Here's an old whistle of sorts. Look, it works. But it's got a broken wing. Some kind of a plane. Oh, it says something on it. You know what? I bet it says Oscar Mayer or something like that. I can't see what it says. Can you? It's kind of cool. Take it home. Doesn't mean when I take it home I keep it forever. It just means that I take it home, look at it, and it may end up in the trash. See all those phones? Goodness gracious. There are a lot of phones. I think the phone company took them, or somebody private got rid of them. They were no longer what we used. So they got rid of them. Here's a squeezy mustard. Want anybody? Be good for picnics. Should I bring it home for you? Give me your address. I'll send it to you. Alright, we're gonna head home, or head out. Doesn't mean we're heading home necessarily, but just trying to get out of here. We didn't find a whole lot, but it was fun. If I can get out without killing myself. There's an old helicopter thing here. Part of. Supposed to get cold again next week, so I don't think that permanent warm spring weather's here yet. I just got stabbed by the stick. Pulled my hair with it. Well, it's been good. It's been fun. It's been interesting. Some metal junk. Don't know what. Try to make our way up and out of here. See, there's still a lot of snow. Yeah, this is a back road, and obviously people have dumped here for years and years. And like I said, I don't believe that all these woods were even here way back in the day. I think they just grew, you know, they were seed and grew and became what it is today. People still dump in here. Alright, there's my crusty, dirty car. And thanks guys for watching, and gals, and appreciate it. Please do me a favor, like and subscribe. I love fan mail, so gosh, I'm having trouble here today. Feel free to contact me. Feel free to ask for my address. And give me yours as well. I love writing and sending cards and little goodies. So have a good day, and God bless you all. And before we know it, spring will be here. Bye now.